something you mentioned earlier is that time you got to spend with all your castmates and specifically Owen Teague and Lydia Peckham. And I wanted to know when it comes to, because I think the chemistry between the three of you is fantastic. It's
Yeah.
one of my favorite parts of Kingdom is the trio of Noah, Soona, and Anaya. I think it is just instantly within the first 5 minutes of the movie. I loved all three of you. I was already excited to go on this adventure with you before you all get separated 30 minutes into the movie.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, I really loved the three of you, and I was curious, that chemistry, was that something that you three had to work on, had to prepare, and how much time did you have to work on it, or was it something that kind of just came naturally as you were going through all of it?
Yeah, look, I think it came really naturally. They're both such wonderful human beings, so generous, such generous actors, and just great people. I guess when you kind of think about it, we did work on it as a by like the relationship from Ape Camp was a byproduct. We got in there, we were, in there to learn how to be chimps, but we just spent all day, every day playing. And on the week, so Lids is from New Zealand and Owen's from America, so they didn't know Sydney. So I live in a place called Coogee in Sydney, which is near the beach. So we'd hang out at the beach on the weekends, and I could show them around, and it was we just became really, really good friends. Um, so we never had to work really hard. It never felt like work because we were just bonding and getting to know each other, and we knew, I knew that it was really important, and the relationships were a really important aspect of the film because of where the film goes. You want to fall in love with the beginning of the film, with this beautiful, with Eagle Clan, and the way they live, and the joy and the freedom they have. So then when it all goes wrong, it hits harder. So I knew that was a really important part of um, of the film and of our preparation. But it never felt like work, which was great. And it just felt like us having fun. And, it's so glad to hear that you think it works, and a lot of people think it works. And a few weeks into the shoot, the studio came back and they were like, hey, we're really happy with how the trio is working. It really reads. Um, and I think it's, a lot to do with Ape School. I think it was just such a smart thing to do. And Wes and Joe do that a lot. They spoke about when they were doing the Maze Runner trilogy, doing a camping trip. And because you can't, you can pretend to be really good friends, but it's just always so much more authentic when these relationships are real, when you've created that bond, when you've, found that trust with each other. So yeah, we just kept getting closer and closer and closer through over the shoot. And yeah, it's good to hear that it reads.
Yeah, it does, and I think the most impressive thing about it, because you see some of the most iconic and beloved character trios and character groups throughout all the movies, and most of them are just traditional human characters in live action. But with you guys, you're having to do that and portray that, and then also have it come across through CGI. And I think it's all that much more impressive that you're able to get that feeling and that friendship that you say is so natural. It comes through across in
Yeah, glad.
motion capture CGI characters.
Yeah, and I think that's a huge testament to how brilliant Weta are, and their incredible work. Because going into it, I didn't know how much would translate, how much how much they would keep our performances, or were we just the movement canvases? Um, so to see the final product and to recognize, Owen's beautiful choices, or moments that I remember Lydia doing, and seeing them come through as a chimp, it was just mind blowing. It was really, really beautiful to see this collaboration of our craft, our art form, and Weta's craft and art form. It was such a collaboration. Because to begin with, and Lydia always was like, "You got to stop saying this," but I was like, "Hey, we could just be 1% of this. We could just be the puppets, and then they do whatever they want." She's like, "No, but no, we do a lot of the work," and we did. We worked really hard, and we worked, tirelessly to get these characters. And Weta really honored that. They honored our choices. They honored what we wanted, what we brought to the character and to the scene. So to see it translate so well was just it was amazing, and it's just Weta, you know, blew my mind every day, but to see the final product, it's just, yeah, they're incredible.